Your Precision 18 forecast. News 18. Weather from where you live.
Well, the air is dry near the ground, but there's a lot of cold air aloft, and that's where some of the moisture is as well. So we're bubbling up these big towers and bubbling up a few showers and storms. And as some of these rain into that dry air, part of the rain evaporates and that air gets very heavy. So a lot of times it accelerates before it hits the ground. So there may be some gustiness to a few of these showers and storms. Moving through parts of Fountain County right now, a few gusts up around 40 miles an hour can't be ruled out. A couple other little showers approaching northern White County. A little more intense storm, though, is approaching Pulaski County. This could very well have some small hail in it as it moves just north of Francisville and heads for Winnemac. A couple other cells headed for Rochester. And then behind that, still a couple little cells here and there in Illinois. So we'll keep a few showers and storms around this evening. Again, a lot of people aren't going to get the rain, but there'll be a few of these around. 67 by 11 o'clock, then everything diminishes. Perhaps a little patchy fog developing very late tonight as lows drop to right around 60 degrees. And still a little residual cool air aloft tomorrow, so maybe an isolated shower tomorrow afternoon. And then it's the big ridge of hot air developing, and on its periphery, we're going to see some storms. A few Friday morning, but kind of a weakening complex of severe storms coming through Friday overnight. We'll talk more about that very shortly. First things first, lows tonight 55 to 60. And after any sort of patchy fog burns off tomorrow morning, a high of 86. Again, the clouds bubbling up, perhaps a couple isolated showers and thunder showers in the afternoon and evening with a west wind. Still low humidity. Overall highs low to mid 80s over the viewing area. By the time we get to Friday, we're up to 92, much more humid. It's going to feel more like 100 by late in the day, breezy, and after a few storms in the morning from the warm front coming through, much of the day is pretty dry. It's going to be Friday night when more widespread shower and storm action come in with highs upper 80s to low 90s, but the heat index on Friday peaking between the mid 90s and as high as 105. So the highest heat indices of the year so far. So any spotty rain exits and dissipates this evening. A couple little spotty isolated bits of showers or thunder showers tomorrow afternoon. And then a few showers and storms come through Friday morning at the warm front. Then we're dry. And then this line of severe storms to our northwest approaches. We could get a little severe weather to sneak into our area Friday overnight to very early Saturday morning. This is 1 o'clock Saturday morning. Right there's the line of storms, but notice how as it goes southward, it tends to weaken somewhat. So obviously the higher severe weather risk is in the northern, northwestern part of the viewing area for Friday night. That slight risk of severe. The rest of the area is marginal. Main threat would be wind. 70 forecast. Normal high is 84. Will be at 87 on Saturday. Still muggy. And back to the upper 80s on Sunday, and then we start to shut the storms off, and boy, does it get hot next week with highs in the 90s, Meredith.
I'm always sad to see a rainy weekend. That means no pool for me.
Yeah, the good news is that a lot of the time will be dry. It's just you get these storms every now and then. They come in, and then they're out of here.
All right. Thanks so much, Chad.